They say it's all in my head, I still feel the pain. Every time it's cold and every time it rain, feel like ice water running through my veins. Since the day I got hit, I ain't been the same. See my dog die, they blew out his brains all on the window, feel like window pane. Had to suck it up and told it to the game. Glizzy on my hip, I'm standing on my name. I'm a soul.
Whoa now. You hear me? Alright. This shit here still be having me laughing. I ain't lying. This shit still be having me laughing when I think back about this shit here. You hear me? It's finally the story with Cho and Diddy. This nigga Poncho and this nigga Diddy. Cho was out the 9th ward, I believe, and Diddy was out the 7th ward. You hear me? I believe Diddy was rolling with that 007 gang. I really do believe he was rolling with that 007 gang, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now, this here take place in the parish, you hear me? Like I had told y'all, when you go to the parish, that's once you ain't got your time and you waiting to get transferred. You might be there for a couple weeks, might be there for a couple months, you don't know. You just waiting for a bed to go to hunt, you hear me? But once you go to the parish, you waiting to get transferred, you hear me? So I was in the parish and I was on east side. Matter of fact, I'm gonna quickly tell y'all how I got right there where I was too. Cause like, when you go to the parish, now the parish so serious, like it's so serious with violence and shit like that. Like niggas get poked up, all that shit is all day over there. Niggas getting whipped, all that shit, you hear me? So how I got to the side was, when I first roll in the parish, they gonna ask you, where you from? You hear me? They gonna ask you where you from and who you got beef with and all that type of shit, right? So I tell them I'm out the 7th ward or whatever. So they try to put me on, I'm trying to remember this shit. I can't for the life of me. I gotta look at my mail and shit so I can remember where the fuck I was and where they try to put me. But when they try to put me in there with the 7th ward niggas was and shit, you hear me? But the only problem with that, cause you know the 7th ward was like the Cali. We beefing with front of town, back of town, and shit like that. You hear me? So when I about to roll in the dome, and I look and I listen, like you gotta pay attention to everything. When you locked up, you gotta pay attention to every fucking thing, right? So this is one thing I know. When you about to roll in the dome or you about to roll in the cell block, everybody go to bucking and shit like right? So everybody bucking and hollering and all this and whoop the why carrying on, then you know you good. Let's go in that bitch. But now, if everybody get quiet and start hiding, got niggas hiding and shit like that, you better not go in there unless you ready for some fucking drama. You hear me? And when you fresh rolling in somewhere, you not ready for that type of drama that them niggas ready for because they been there, so they ready. You not. You ain't got no knife or none of that shit. And I ain't stupid. I ain't scary, but I ain't stupid from a long shot. So when I'm about to roll on this cell block, I know that everybody's starting to get quiet. I see niggas running, hiding, getting under the covers and all this shit. So I'm like, shit. One of these motherfuckers must have knew who I saw me and knew who I was or something. And they trying to get me. So they trying to be cool because they want you to come in there. You see what I'm saying? See what niggas bucking and all that shit? They really just trying to see if you pussy and if you gonna be like, shit, I ain't going in there. Cause they had a couple niggas, like, you know, it's a line of niggas. And so they had a couple niggas, I don't wanna go in there, I ain't going in there. And all that shit like that. When niggas were bucking and all that shit. See, when I was rolling to the cell block I was going in, man, when I knew everybody got quiet and all that shit, boy, I said, I ain't going in there. Straight up. I don't give a fuck what y'all in this world gonna see. Boy, you scary for that, man. I'm smart. I'm not going in there. I knew somebody in that bitch, when I got in that bitch, was gonna be trying to cut my fucking head off or something. Cause like I said, the side of the 7th ward, I'm off Columbus and all that, you hear me? These niggas was off F&D side, or Frenchmen and shit like that, you hear me? So nah, I wasn't going in there. Them niggas been in there, they got their knives, they ready. So I wasn't going in there. So I go upstairs now. So they get me upstairs, I go upstairs or whatever like that, you hear me? But like I said, that's what they gonna ask you, where could you live and all that shit. So I'm like, what? I I'm like, shit, I can live anywhere but there. I'm not going in there, you hear me? That's the side, I'm from the Southern War, but that's the side we beefing with, so I'm not going in there, you hear me? Lady shake her head like, Lord, y'all just knew y'all something else. So, I go upstairs, you hear me? Like, first, you know, I had to sit in the holding tank and all that shit till they find another copacetic spot for me to go in and shit. I'll tell y'all about that before I got to where I got. But, that's another time of the police. But, I get upstairs, you heard me? And, I'm in that bitch. I'm up in that bitch with names like Big Wash. Like I said, all them niggas that was hooked up with that 39 and shit, you heard me? Now I'll tell y'all about that shit when Big Wash, man, what the fuck out this nigga? Had this nigga eyes hanging out his fucking socket, no lie, real shit. But today is Cho and Diddy. This shit funny, bro. So the day is the day before store day. Like, you hear me? You know, when you gotta make that store. Everybody on that phone trying to get that money in their account so they can make store. Cause if you don't make store, you hit until that next until Thursday. Cause it's like Tuesday and Thursday. If I remember correctly, it's Tuesday and Thursday. So you gotta get that money by Monday in your account so your store should go through. Or you gotta get that money by Wednesday so that, you know what I'm saying, in your account so that money go through. So it was the Wednesday. And I remember this shit. It was the Wednesday. And Cho on the phone. Now this shit was crazy because Cho and Diddy and all them, they was playing cards together. They were like best of friends. You would have never thought this shit was gonna happen. You hear me? They playing cards and all that like that there. So I remember Cho was on the phone. Mother was on the phone with his people trying to get that money or whatever, and his people must have gave him the wrong answer that he was not looking for. Like they wasn't gonna be able to put that money in there. So I remember he got off that phone, he boom, fuck. He mad as a motherfucker, right? So bam, here come Thursday, stove day. Everybody getting their bags and shit, you hear me? Going to their rag, popping them bitches open and all that shit. So this nigga did it. And Diddy rag was right by mine. You hear me? Like he was right across from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I sleep, I see him. When he sleep, he see me. Type shit. You hear me? And so I remember that boy. I'm sitting on my rack. I'm going through my little shit. And Diddy on his rack. Black sitting on his rack. And they going through his store bag and shit. I remember he gave Black a bag of chips. And that's next thing I know, Cho come creeping up. Bah! We talking about stole that boy. Bah! That boy did it. Whoa, what that's about? What that's about? That bitch, don't ask me what that's about. Bah! Bitch, you hear me? Give me that everything, you hear me? That boy, man, come on, man, Cho, what that's about? What that's about? Bah! Bitch, don't ask me what that's about, bitch. Give me everything, bitch. Nigga take his whole, I'm talking about his whole store bag. And this nigga had like, I swear this nigga had to have about $100 or better. You hear me? $100 or better in store. Now if anybody know, man, that's a lot of fucking shit. You hear me? Man, I'm talking about $100 or better in store, son. I'm talking about everything, son. That nigga took everything, dog. Took the whole bag. So that boy did it like, man, bro, what that's about, bro? What that's about, bro? Man, come on, man, give me my bag back or whatever. You hear me? Like, bitch, you want that bag? Fight me for it. You hear me? He like, you want that bag? Fight me for it. You hear me? Like, he ain't already stole on about 3-4 times. You hear me? And so that boy did it like, come on, man, what that about? You want my store bag? I don't want to fight. He like, bitch, you ain't getting it back. You want this store bag, bitch, fight. He like, man, I don't want to fight, bro. What that's about, bro? What that's about? He like, he's so confused. He puzzled. He don't know what the fuck just happened. Cause like I said, it was just best of friends playing cards and shit. Now this nigga done just stole off on you and took your fucking store bag, you hear me? So he telling him, bitch, if you want this bag, get up and fight. You hear me? And so this bitch did it really like fuck, trying to hold this shit together and shit. And he like, man, I don't want to fight, I just want my store. He like, you don't want to fight? You don't want to fight? He like, man, bro, Cho, just give me my shit, man. Fuck you, bitch. And like, pull and walk off. That bitch walk off, go put the bag back by his rack, and he come back. That boy did it and finally got up. So he like, oh, you want to fight? That man like, man, no, bro, I just want my bag. Pop, 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 pop. You hear me? Running this shit right fast. You hear me? I'm talking about bust them up right fast. So that boy, what the fuck was this nigga cousin name? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like that shit that his cousin did, dog. I can't. What was this nigga cousin name, son? It was something, cause I remember it was something like a girl name, you hear me? But niggas be having the name too. It was fuck. It was this nigga cousin name, dog. Fuck, I can't remember that boy cousin name, son. But when Diddy like he don't want to fight you, his cousin come like, well, fuck, what's up? You want to get it on with me? You want to get it on with me or whatever like that? Cause he feeling played. Like he starting to kind of buck, like, but he ain't really bucking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to explain it to you. Like he like, man, fuck that, son. Man, it's fucked up. So I don't want my bag, son. And he like, what? He like, what? You want to fight? And so the nigga like, so the nigga cousin come, but you don't want to fight him? You want to fight me? You want to fight me? And like I said, I ain't really like that because you coming fresh, you know what I'm saying? You coming fresh into the shit. That man all bust up and all that shit. It ain't really got nothing to do with you. You hear me? But you jump in and you jump on a man. Bing, pop, 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 pop. Punch him up real good, real fast, you hear me? So now, the nigga Diddy fucked up. And so Black, just like, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga Black was out the Cali, you hear me? I ain't gonna lie. You can see it that nigga was horrified. I'm talking about terrified, petrified. Like, he ain't know what the fuck to do, you hear me? He scared to death because he don't know if these niggas on a rampage and they just like, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm taking nigga stole shit or what, or was Diddy the last victim? He don't know, but he know he was sitting on his rag. So he just like petrified right now, you hear me? Because usually how that shit be, you on you fucking with a nigga gonna quickly to ask you fucking with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want his remix? You fucking with that? So Black, like, when the shit happened, Black was kind of stuck at first. Once Diddy got up and they had moved around kinda, that boy done hurry up and got in his rack. He laying down, like he letting you know he don't want no parts of this shit, you hear me? I'm just sitting there, I done bust open a bag of chips and shit. I'm sitting there eating my chips like, Lord. And I'm praying, you hear me? And I'm not praying because I'm scared. I'm praying because I'm like, dog, if these niggas try me, son, it's going down in this bitch. Somebody gonna die. I might die, they might die. It's just not gonna be good. Cause I'm not going for no shit. I'm not going for no bullshit. Like, that was my everyday thing. I always used to pray that nobody fuck with me in the wrong manner. Cause, dog, I'm going all out. I'm already small, so I'm going all out. All my best bet is to try to kill you in this motherfucker. You hear me? Like, that was my best bet. But my whole jokes, my mind frame was, if I'm gonna try to kill you in this motherfucker. Like, you hear me? Cause I don't want to beat nobody up or have nobody beat me up. And if I beat you up, I don't want to have to be sleeping wondering if this nigga gonna come back and try to beat me in my sleep or kill me in my sleep. Cause that was my mind frame. If you beat me up, alright, you best believe you got that. But bitch, when you go to sleep, boy, you better be sleeping with one eye open. Cause bitch, I'm coming and I'm gonna kill you. You hear me? I'm gonna kill you because I don't fuck with nobody. You feel me? Like, that was my mind. I don't fuck with nobody. So if you fuck with me, I'm going all the way there with you. You hear me? Because I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with nobody bad. So don't fuck with me. That was my whole thing. You hear me? So the nigga did it. He took the nigga store bag or whatever like that. You hear me? And now he bucking and shit. A lot of niggas looking like they laughing and shit, and a lot some niggas like it's like a divided thing. Like, some niggas laughing because, you know, that's just how it is, dog eat dog world type shit, you hear me? And some niggas like, man, that's fucked up, bro. Why you do the man that like that? And so Cho like, man, fuck that nigga. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Bitch, I'm talking about you just pull up something, you hear me? Talking about some bitch. You want to beat on that girl, bitch, huh? Yeah, bitch. You beat that girl with that wood out there in that world, bitch. Now do something to me, you pussy ass nigga, and all this shit like that, you hear me? I'm like, damn, I ain't even know the nigga was in jail on a domestic thing for he was supposedly in jail on a domestic charge for beating this girl with a fucking 2x4. Like, hey, that ain't my business, that's your business. But damn, if you did do that, bitch, and you let this nigga beat you up, you're wrong for that. So that was like the case he built right fast on the nigga Diddy or whatever, you hear me? But it really was that he was pissed off that he couldn't make stew, and this nigga done made stew, and you hear me? They were like looking for, I guess, the weakest nigga or whatever, however it came, you hear me? And that bitch was hollering out, that's karma, bitch. You hear me? I think his cousin's name was Kelly or something like that. I forgot what this nigga name was, dog. I really can't think of it, dog. But so boom. After that shit come, the nigga, like, you already know they done threatened him, and they told him, bitch, you better not go to the people, bitch, you better not check off or whatever like that. So I'm talking about when it come count time, feed up time, all that shit. This nigga is trying his best to just stay under the cover and stay unnoticed by the guards and shit like that, you hear me? So, you know, count time, you gotta get up and you gotta stand by your rack, you hear me? So that nigga put the cover, he wrap up with the cover or whatever, and the guard coming down the count, and that boy Cho looking at that boy like, bitch, I wish this nigga would try to rat or some shit like that, you hear me? And so they asked him, why, take that cover off, you like, man, it's cool or whatever like that, you hear me? So they let him slide with it, you hear me? They let him slide with it. So boom, feed up come, man. That nigga don't even get up to get his tray, you hear me? Like, he don't want these people to see he got beat up. So like, but he really need medical attention, cause I think this nigga Joe was broken all kind of shit. Like, he was fucked up. I'm talking about he was fucked up, you hear me? So I guess what it was, what the fuck was it? Cause I remember that boy had got up or something. He was going towards that dude. That boy Cho hurt him, run up on, bitch, what you trying to do? He like, man, nothing, man. I'm just trying to I can't remember what it was, dog. What the fuck was it? The library book, yeah. The bitch had a library book, and the library card come around, and you gotta bring the book by the dude. So that boy Cho run up on that boy. What the fuck you trying to do, bitch? Better not try to check off. Or he was like, no, I'm just trying to get a book back. You hear me? You gotta bring the book back, cause your numbers gotta match the numbers on the list. So you gotta be the one to bring the book back. You hear me? So that nigga gone with that book, man. When that nigga got by that dude, phew, that bitch hurried up and got out that dude. You hear me? That bitch, like, you hear me? Like I said, he needed that medical attention. He was fucked up. You hear me? Swole up, jaw broke and shit. So that nigga got up out of there real quick. You hear me? That boy too hot, like, this bitch about to rat on me or whatever like that. You hear me? So everybody in that bitch like, boy, you know he about to rat on you and shit like this. You hear me? So now it come back that the nigga had to go to university or whatever like that. They took the nigga Diddy to university or whatever like that. So this nigga Black, cause Black slept on top of me. So Black, like I said, he was scared to death. I remember that nigga asking me like, dog, that shit. I mean, he was telling me like, dog, that shit fucked up, son. Man, son, this shit crazy, dog. I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta get out of here. And I'm like, what the fuck? You hear me? Like, I don't know what to tell a nigga, you hear me? Like, cause I really like to mind my own business, stay in my own lane, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm laughing in my head. I'm dying laughing in my head cause this nigga out the Calio and shit. And you know, niggas out the Calio port, like, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, this nigga scared to death, dude, you hear me? And so that nigga then went as far as calling out to the world, call his auntie, and got her to call the people to the jail and tell them that his life was in danger and that he had to get out of that cell, out that dome, and cause you know he ain't want to go be physically checked off, cause if he do that, he knew that motherfucker was gonna know that he's scary and it was gonna fuck him up. So the people come up there. The people come up there, dog, and they come tell Black, come on, you want to go? And they did that bad, dog. Now they did that bad too, cause if a nigga ain't built for that shit, son, y'all ain't supposed to do the nigga like that, son. But they come up there and they exposed him. They like, come on, you say you don't want to live here? He looking like, huh? Cause they were really supposed to secretly take him up out of there and get him on into another tier or whatever. So they like, you say you ain't want to live here, like, what's the problem or whatever like that. So I remember that boy Cho looking, he like, you don't want to live here. Black, what's wrong? Black, I thought we was cool. Which way you going or whatever? And so they like, what's wrong? You want to stay or did you really want to go or whatever like that? And so that boy like, oh, my auntie said I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to another dome. She's scared for me or whatever. Like they like your auntie. He like, yeah, my auntie called down here and told him that I had to get out this dome. So nigga looking like, yo auntie, like how your auntie know what's going on in here? You hear me? He like, man, I don't want to check off or whatever. We cool. He like, man, Black, sit down, man. You good, brother? Ain't nothing, man. You good, brother? He like, nah, I gotta go get my auntie. He like, man, chill. You good, man? Go ahead, bro. He good, man. Ain't nothing, man. He good. So they like, Black, you sure? Do you wanna still? Do you wanna go or whatever like that? And so Cho really putting that pressure on him, like, you hear me, like, bitch, you trying to check off or whatever like that. So he started telling the man, chill out. So Black don't want to physically say that because he gotta say he want to go, even though his auntie and called and did all that shit. He gotta say he want to go. He don't feel safe. And so the people started asking, do you want to go or whatever like that? You hear me? And so Cho telling that man, chill, man, chill out. You good, Black, bitch? You good, son? You good? So the people asked him one more time, do you want to go or do you want to stay? And he tried to bust out again that my auntie said I gotta go. He like, it ain't up to your auntie, it's on you. Do you want to go or do you want to stay? So everybody kind of looking at that boy like, and so that man, you see the motherfucking fear in his eye, like, damn, like my plan ain't work, fuck. So he like, I'ma stay, you hear me? I'ma stay. So the girl leave out that bitch, and she kind of look back at that boy like, boy, if you know that you got problems in here, you better come on. Cause like this your last, like she saying that shit in her body language, in her eyes, but she ain't saying it out loud. Cause like, cause they don't give a fuck about a nigga, man. When they gone, but she gone walking off and she stopped. She turned back and she look at that boy like, and that boy look up like, man, bro, why didn't you just come and grab me out you and help me? You hear me? That's how he looking at her like, man, why the fuck you come asking me if I want to leave, man? Fuck. You hear me? So boom, she leave out. They lie back down, man. Everybody bust out laughing, man. Nigga like, Black, bitch, you scared to death, huh? Man, nigga ain't gonna do you nothing, man. Woo, wop, wop, like that. And so now here come the next Tuesday. Man, I ain't lying, son. Like I had made a little stew. I ain't make a big stew because I knew I was about to get transferred and shit. You hear me? So I ain't make a big stew, but I made sure I made stew because they had a lot of niggas did not make stew, dog. I'm talking about they did not make stew, and it was in my head. And he called it out verbally though, but it was in my head like, man, these niggas must be scared to death. They don't know who next year. So I made a little stew. I got me some hygiene shit and a couple bags of chips and all that shit. Cause like I said, I know I'm getting transferred. I'm getting transferred any day. So I don't want to get big stew because then you can't bring all that shit up there to that next facility. You don't know what you can bring or what you gonna have to leave and all that shit. So I just got me some hygiene shit, some shit I knew I could take for sure. And shit, you heard me? So boom. Man, that nigga, Black ain't make no stew or nothing. So that nigga like, man, you really scared of that bitch? You ain't make no stew or nothing, man. These niggas pussy in here and all that shit. He going off, you hear me? Man, these niggas scary as fuck, man. These niggas thinking they gon', man, nigga ain't gonna do y'all nothing, man. And ooh. I'm looking like, do y'all? Like, man, let me just, you hear me? Cause I never been the one to really like to entertain broad statements. I was always like, man, if you talking to me, let me know you talking to me and we'll go there. But like, if you making them broad statements, then that's what you doing. But I'm like, you can't be talking to me because I made stuff. You hear me? So I'm like, you know, whatever. But that nigga like, man, these niggas pussy and all this shit like that. Whoop, wow. And so now he leaning on Black hard like a motherfucker. Like, you really scary. You hear me? Like, man. And so Black trying to plead his case like, I wasn't trying to check out my auntie. My auntie the one she called. I don't know why she did that and all that. Nigga ain't much trying to hear that. Nigga like, Black, How your auntie even must know what's going on in this bitch? You had to tell your auntie that you scared or whatever like that, you hear me? So he just like, man, Black, I ain't gonna do you nothing, brother. Cause he already know in his head, if he do him something physically, Black gonna tell. Black gonna tell, you hear me? But some kind of way, Black checked off. Before I left, Black had then got checked off that till, you hear me? I'm telling you, Black had got checked off that till. But man, that was the True and Diddy, bro. I'm talking about, man, this nigga beat the piss out that nigga and strong on him, took his fucking stove straight from him. You hear me? And yeah, it was a bad look on the 7 wall like a motherfucker. But you know, like I say, you gotta hold your own in jail. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold no nigga hand and all that type of shit like that. It depend on, like, if y'all was in the street together, then yeah, you could roll together. But I ain't know that nigga from a can of paint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was rolling with that 007 shit. Like, if I remember right, he was rolling with the 007 shit. They ain't had nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't none of my partners or none of that. You just from out of 7 ward and I'm from out of 7 ward. Cause I don't know why a lot of times motherfucker look to me for refuge like I'm supposed to jump in every 7 ward altercation. Like, no, I'm not, nigga. Cause y'all ain't jumping and shit. If I, you know what I'm saying? When shit come down to me, ain't nobody jumping in for me, and I ain't looking for nobody to jump in for me. I'm gonna handle my own business on my own 2 feet, as you supposed to. And this nigga Diddy was big, dog. Like, he was a big nigga, son. Like, Cho had a little size on him, whatever like that, but this nigga Diddy was big, son. And yeah, man, he let that nigga whoop the shit out of him and took his stove. Yeah, man, for real, dog. For real, like shit like that go down. Yeah, man. So like I said, next time I'm gonna tell y'all, which one should I tell y'all about? Cause these little stories here gonna be, cause I'm thinking about other shit that happened while I was still locked in the parish. You hear me? So I'm thinking if I'm gonna tell y'all about when Wash knocked dude eye out his socket, or the nigga that got his head stuck in the fan, or when nigga had to make dude take that bath. That nigga was funky. He was scared to take a bath, man. Like, the parish was a scary place, dog, for real. If you wasn't built like that, dog, the parish ain't for you. Like, if you ain't got no heart, the parish not for you. I'll tell you like that right now. I know a lot of niggas glad that they closed the parish down. That's how bad it was. Like, you hear me? Like, that's how bad it was, dog, for real. I think I'm gonna tell y'all about the nigga with the with the motherfucking fan, you hear me? And that was all over some fucking cigarettes, you hear me? I think I'm gonna tell y'all about that next, man. Next time, man. Culture, you hear me?